Would you please welcome to the stage, Seats and Tones?
Can't picture the life we live. We wanna sin, force in the game. We play the pictures looking dim. Case closed, I'll level your whole coast. Never know, I'll shatter your whole dome with this flow. You can't take it, we shaking the game. That's basic, the crumbling foundations bound to break, and I can take it. Next up, gonna kill it for show. We got a militant mind, we shooting shots at your home. See, I'm hostile, I was born a problem child. Addicted to acting wild, I was always hard to figure out. They call me guillotine, and perfected perfection. I fought my flaws with my message and hoping that my fans will catch it. I'm not normal and it's something that I had to learn. I light a fire in my mind just to watch my feelings burn. Take a turn, roll the dice, tell me something new. If you say it hates your life, well I'ma make sure that you do. I don't know why everybody hates me, think I know why. They always wanna play me, sometimes my mind it goes a little crazy. Someone say me, I don't like the life that I've been living lately. I don't know why everybody hates me, think I know why. They always wanna play me, sometimes my mind it goes a little crazy. Someone say me, I don't like the life that I've been living lately. Always acting problematic, having known to cause some static and damage to all the people trying to help me with my menace. Yeah, I'm addicted to the feeling of pain. I raise a blame to my wrist just so I can feel sane. Yeah, what's your brain like? We only got this one mic to make you feel it's on the level that we all vibe. You get the harm tie and mix it with some empty shit. We simply on the level that most of y'all ain't fucking with. I don't know why everybody hates me, think I know why. They always wanna play me, sometimes my mind it goes a little crazy. Someone say me, I don't like the life that I've been living lately. I don't know why everybody hates me, think I know why. They always wanna play me, sometimes my mind it goes a little crazy. Someone say me, I don't like the life that I've been living lately.
help others and other women to be able to build their confidence. This world is too cruel and way too brutal on the women in it. 110%, and it's not fair to us at all. We don't deserve any of the negativity or anything else. We deserve to be happy and we deserve to be healthy and everything just like a man does.
Yeah, and what are your thought processes on a lot of the fact that people in the music industry, as a female, what obviously there's gatekeepers, as they
Yep.
call them, but I don't think a lot of men and people at all realize on how bad it is.
They don't, because they're blinded by it. They don't want to see it. They want to they don't want to realize that it's actually happening. They know it's happening. They know it's there. They just choose not to believe it. Instead of stepping up and taking action towards it, they decide to turn a blind eye to it. And it doesn't help anything.
And with like people keeping it underground and not speaking up about it is hard too, because most people that are victims don't like to speak out. So
No, they do not.
everything will always be covered up.
Mhm.
But I'm hoping that the show can get out to people and let them know that this is your safe place. If there's anything you want to say or ask, go ahead and leave a comment, like, share. If you think you know someone that will like this show and needs good vibes, good energy, good, always uplifting.
Or even just wants to try to do modeling on their own and everything so that they can build that confidence for themselves too. Not just them sitting on the sideline watching beautiful women, growing too. They can be that beautiful woman growing with us.
Exactly. And it's always what you're comfortable with. It's not forced, oh, you have to do this and this and this. It's
Yep.
what you're comfortable with.
Everything is all based on comfortability. Excuse me.
Now, how has any of your friends said anything about your modeling, or
Sorry, what?
has any of your family said anything about your modeling so far?
Um, yes.
That was good.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You know, you know, my hubby, he's very, very, very supportive. Very fucking supportive. Oh, it's very, very relaxing. It's nice to be able to breathe. And he's very supportive when it comes to that. He's my number one fan.
That's how it should be. So, have you decided when you wanted to kind of push more into like the creepier styles and stuff like that,
Uh,
or
I think, I think, I think the next handful of pictures that I send in, they're gonna be on that creepier side because I'm we're getting it's Halloween. We're getting fall. It's October. It's spooky now. Yeah, spooky now. Creepy stuff's coming.
spooky season is arriving.
It has a rove.
Now, is there anything that you wanted to put out there that isn't equal or to improve anything that you hope to get your message out to?
I mean, I just want women to know they're not alone in any of this. Any of this. There's always help everywhere they turn for anything. Whether it's eating disorders, suicidal thoughts, depression, anxiety, insomnia, PTSD, any of it. There are people out there that you can reach out to that can help you. Modeling will help with a lot of that. As somebody who suffers from a lot of that, it helps. It definitely helps a lot. And I just want women to be able to see their opportunities out there, for them to be able to realize the queen they are, you know, and be able to uplift themselves and build that confidence that they deserve to have.
Now, have you ever been stuck in a situation where it was between you and the opposite sex were stuck in the middle, to where you guys were both in trouble, but one didn't get in trouble, but you did? Has there been a situation like that that was so unfair that even you didn't do nothing wrong or anything else and it was pushed on to you?
Yep. A lot of growing up, actually, a decent amount of things that like happened between me and my brother and my dad, I took the blunt of it. My brother didn't, and it was wrong all the way around. Don't get me wrong, but that's what it was, and it was not okay whatsoever.
Excuse me. So, has your dad or anything helped or try to say anything positive about your modeling?
Unfortunately, he has not. My father is a different breed of man, and he's not very supportive on a lot of things. If it's not what every other person does in society, and if it's something different, he doesn't like it. And
He's
he
old
thinks
school.
yeah, he's old school. You could call him that. So we'll call him.
And so you're Queen Stoner,
Yep.
as we can see.
Gotta keep my name up, you know. Gotta keep reputation.
Is there any more photos or anything that's going to be ideas that are going to be coming about with more of the Queen Stoner in her comfort zone? And how does it make you feel when you see your photos online and being posted everywhere and being seen by multiple people?
It's wild. Not something I ever would have expected in my entire life. I'm a very outgoing person, and I'm very bubbly and stuff, and I talk to everybody, but I'm not that outgoing where I would put myself out there like that. But you know, it's 2022. Gotta try new things. But myself doing this, but I'm very glad I did though. Um,
And not only that, do you get along with everyone so far?
yeah, 110%. I mean, yeah, yeah.
And what was your thought on, like, how would you feel and what would you do in a situation to where, say, you wanted to pursue your modeling and everything else, and you went to, I'm not saying you would or anything, but like if someone from a huge place wanted to take you in,
Mm-hmm.
but they had what they call a gatekeeper.
Okay.
How would what would you do and how would you feel in that situation so everyone knows that whoever's watching the show, men, women, whoever, however you identify, can kind of see so they know what's on the other thought process, because not everyone understands how everyone thinks.
Well, I think first you have to define gatekeeper in this regard, so that people fully understand if they don't.
So a gatekeeper is pretty much anyone in a big industry, music, modeling, acting, anything to get you famous besides TikTok and social media. Like, they're the people that are in control. Like the situation with Kesha, how her manager was a technical gatekeeper. He forced himself for sex to keep control of all of her music. So a gatekeeper is pretty much someone that has got control of your everything, your modeling, your music, your shows, anything. But they always want sex to get you to the top.
You should never, ever, it does not matter what it's for, whether it's modeling, whether it's acting, whether it's, oh, there is a bug, whether it's any of those things, you should never put yourself in a predicament where you have to have sex to move up, to get a position, or anything like that. Never. It's not right. It's wrong. It personally, I think it's disgusting to even imply that towards somebody, whether it's a man, a woman, or anybody. I think it's wrong to even try to get somebody to do something like that just to be able to get a position. I definitely do not recommend working for them or doing any of that. Please find a company that's friendly in every aspect and doesn't try to take advantage of you like that, because life is too short to dwell on the small things, and we need to learn to value ourselves because we're only on this planet for so long. So why not make the best of it? Why go for a company that's going to make you do something you're really uncomfortable with instead of going for somebody who makes you feel like you're on top of the world?
And, well, a lot of females and everything else, they want it so bad that they actually go through with it.
Yeah. And
the fact they want that name, they want to be noticed so bad.
There are so many other resources out there to get your name out there and to be seen. And I know the technology and everything that 2022 has now, it's a lot easier to advertise or to put yourself out there than it was back then. But nowadays, there's technology has advanced so much, you could honestly put yourself out there anywhere, as long as you're putting out content, you're being yourself and everything else. I can guarantee people are going to love you. You don't need to have sex or do anything that goes against your beliefs or anything that makes you uncomfortable to be able to be noticed. Never.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump in and look at some of the comments and see if there's any questions for us. So we have a question here. It says, as for women, is it hard for you to be taken serious on any facts that means a lot to you, and how did you deal with it?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I only heard half of what you said.
So the question that came in was, as a woman, is it hard for you to be taken serious on any fact that means a lot to you, and how did you deal with it?
Yeah. A lot of people don't a lot of people don't take me serious. When I say something, I mean it. When I'm talking for a reason. I'm not just talking to talk. And a lot of people just automatically shut that down or dismiss it, or in other words, tell me to be quiet without using those words. They imply it. And it's very hard when I'm passionate about something, or I just want to express how I feel about something. And yeah, it's definitely not easy, but there are always brighter sides to everything.
All right, there's one more question here. It says, how has BTMX helped you so far, and how do they treat their women staff?
Well, they treat me amazing. personally. I mean, I'm treated amazing. All the women staff that I know of, I mean, they're all treated amazing. I mean, as Jessica being one of them. And I think she can agree that we're heard, we're worked with. If we don't like a picture that is about to be posted, where we discuss it and it's edited or it's changed to a different picture we do like, so that the modeling page or any page in that regard is what we want as an artist, as a modeler, as all of that. And they definitely go above and beyond to try and push that into us, like try and be like, hey, we're here for you. This is you. I'm your billboard. This is you, type of vibe.
I can completely agree. I definitely, to be honest, I was very hesitant on doing the modeling,
Yeah. So,
but my husband was like, "You got this. You've been wanting to do it. This is gonna be able to help you." Like, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to join this amazing tech. I would call it family, considering that's how you pretty much get treated.
I mean, this is family now. My second family wasn't for my man and everything else, and I wouldn't be doing this. I never in a million years pictured myself modeling. But here I am, and I'm not sure. I love it. I'm loving it.
All right, the last question is pretty simple and funny to me. But has BTMX ever tried to apply a gatekeeper in any way?
No, which has been the best thing, be considering the fact that that was the biggest thing that I was terrified of, because of the fact that there is gatekeepers out there, and there is like those people, those individuals that always just want sex for money, and women get brought like pushed and shown and are pretty much told that you're a sex object.
And it's disgusting because we're not.
We're not. We're human. We're human too, I swear.
I cried just like you do.
But though, like, BTMX has never, ever tried to push a gatekeeper or anything on us like that. Like, for me, it was more welcoming and like family, and they're very in tune with you. Like, if you have an issue, you can go to them and talk to them like, hey, I have an issue. Like Queen Stoner was saying, like, if you didn't like a picture or anything, it was swapped out, fixed, edited, or whatever. BTMX takes really good care of everyone that is underneath them. And to be honest, this has got to be one of the safest things to do, considering when there is a photo shoot, we do background checks on all the photographers. We get people that they've taken pictures of and gotten their input and how they felt with that photographer, and the safety behind it and everything else. Like, yes, it is always a good idea to never go alone. Never go alone. Always have someone with you. And that is even pushed with BTMX because they care about our safety. They're not just, oh, here, go to this location, take some photos, and send them to me. No.
Nope.
They take really good care of everyone that is underneath them and make sure everyone is safe one way or another.
In any way they can. I mean, I feel comfortable and happy, and I call it my family now. I mean, it's my little second family. It's a little side business and everything, to keep me occupied and busy in the meantime. But it's also to help boost my confidence, which it's helped. It's helped a lot. It's helped a lot to boost my confidence, and and it's kind of my new little family.
And have you been thinking about doing any collabs or anything with any other models or?
I mean, I think right now, I haven't thought too much into it. I would love to do a creepy collab with you. I think that would be killer. I think it'd be badass. So besides that, I haven't really thought too much into it. I'm definitely gonna, put thought into it and stuff. And yeah, I think some good content's gonna come. Can come real soon.
So, when or how would you explain this to, say, your friends or someone else that wanted to join? How would you encourage them, and how would you bring it about to other women about BTMX modeling?
I mean, I might compliment them, call them gorgeous or something, and then ask, and then ask them if they ever thought about being a model. But and I would explain to them, like, it's something that you can create your own identity. You can be who you want to be, not what everybody else wants you to be. You can be yourself, and that's what I love so much about it. And that's why I'm so comfortable with it. Why it's like a family is because you can be yourself. You can. It's safe. It's secure. It's everybody's super nice and super caring and there for each other. And it definitely, and it helps with confidence, and it boosts that, and it makes you feel a little better at the end of the day. It might not be an extreme fucking shot of I feel amazing, but it might be, it might be a little better. Say you were depressed and couldn't get out of bed, and now you're able to get up and wash dishes or something. It's those little steps, and those little steps take you to that happiness. And it has to start somewhere, even if it looks like it's not going anywhere. Even when I started modeling, like first started up and everything, I was a little discouraged because I wasn't really seeing numbers that obviously were not realistic. But it kind of threw me off a little bit. But then I remembered, this is my time to shine. This is for me. Like, it doesn't matter, and it helps me, and it makes me feel good about myself at the end of the day. It really, really, really does. It makes me feel really good about myself.
Looks like we got another question.
So the question is how did you guys feel when your first post or photo reached 1,000 views or more?
To be honest, I was blown away. I was more surprised and just, I couldn't believe it at first, to be honest. Like, it was just like, whoa, is this like really happening? Like, and then, like, because of the fact that I got into modeling, not only because of my husband, but the fact that I've always wanted to do modeling, but I was always bigger. And there wasn't no Lizzo, there wasn't none of the bigger girls really shining.
Yep.
So it was just like, deep down, I always have that in the back of my head. And when I seen that first post and I seen how many numbers were on it, I was so excited. I grabbed my husband and was just like, babe, look. And he was like, I told you, you've got this. And to be honest, like, that's what I really needed. Like, most of my life, I just needed to hear that. And then hearing it from someone that loves and cares for you, and actually hear him say it, was just like the biggest security blanket.
Oh yeah.
Ever. And it helped me push. And to be honest, it added more fuel.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, when I first started and everything else, and just the numbers I've seen increase from what, obviously from nothing to what they are now, it's, every day I check it every single day, and I show them, I'm like, look, I gained a follow, I gained a like or something, and it definitely makes me feel good about myself that day. And he's definitely one of my biggest supporters. And when I show him and I show him numbers, he's like, see, I told you, you got this. Like, what are you worried about? You got this. He's like, "You're begging, you got this," and I'm just like, "Well, thank you," but but it definitely helps boost and gives me that security that I need to come out of my shell and to be comfortable with myself and be who I am and be the bad bitch I am. Like that's and this company definitely has helped me with that. Has helped me see and realize the bad bitch I had buried away. Very deep inside.
So with the Queen's Stoner, how did you come up with your name other than the fact that you're a stoner?
Because in my eyes, and it's not really a conceited comment, and it's gonna sound like it, but in my eyes, I am a queen. 110%. I am a queen. I think all women are. We're all queens. So, but I'm a queen. Um, I love marijuana. Uh, it has helped me with a lot of stuff. A lot. I used to be on medication for my depression, my insomnia, my, anxiety, stuff like that. Um, and since I've, started smoking heavily and everything, I haven't been on medication in 5 years, give or take. And it feels really good. And I it definitely helps me because there are days where I can't get out of bed because of my depression. And smoking a bowl will give me that little boost to sit up and at least go brush my hair. And then it's a step-by-step process. And then brushing my hair, I might smoke a tiny bit more, and then I have enough in me to go get my day going, go shower, go brush my teeth, all of that. And it just, it's me. I smoke a lot. I smoke heavily. I smoke a lot. I smoke 24/7. Second I wake up, all throughout the day. Second I go to bed until 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I smoke a lot. So it was only fitting that, and I think marijuana is a good natural remedy for a lot of things. A lot of things. And I think, and yeah. So I mean, kind of just to do. Kind of came together.
So you're not. So that's one of the things I kind of wanted to bring up because of the fact that weed is so legal in certain areas. I know out in California,
Yeah.
it's legal, 420 friendly everywhere.
And it's so nice because I could not deal with California if it was illegal. I had to, but before it became legal, was not fun.
But like because of the fact that it is so it's legal and it's so advertised now that you're not just using weed as weed. Like you're not just smoking to smoke, like you're actually using it for medicinal reasons.
Exactly. I'm not, when I smoke, and a lot of people don't realize that, they think I smoke because I love just sitting there high off my ass. And I do. Don't get me wrong. Do not get that twisted. I love it. But the main reason I smoke, and the reason that tops anything, the feeling nice as fuck in my bed when I'm high as fuck, that's a little bonus. The fact that when I'm having an anxiety attack and I'm starting to hyperventilate or something along those lines, and I can smoke, and with my ADHD, because of the weed, it chills me out and it calms me down, and I kind of stop thinking about it. And I know with some people, and I'm not saying that it's going to help everybody. Some people, weed can make your ADHD worse. I'm not one of those people. My ADHD and the weed work together, and they're like a team now. They're best friends, and they do what they're gonna do, and I just follow it. But it definitely helps with a lot of my mental illnesses and my things I have going on.
But it's great that you've actually found a more of an organic way to help with your issues. Like I'm in the same boat. I mean, me and you have known each other since high school and
Yeah,
everything. Been best friends ever since.
kind of stuck with me.
And I mean, you know, a lot of my issues, like I've got depression, anxiety, I've got BPD, bipolar, I've got a list going on.
Yep.
And I smoke weed to help me feel normal, to be honest,
Really,
because my
that's what it
brain
does.
goes 50 miles an hour. Either I'm overthinking or I'm bringing up make fake scenarios in my head and I dwell on
Yep.
it. And I know previously in some of my modeling photos there was none of that in there because I was still trying to figure out if that's how I wanted to be seen as. But to be honest, I'm starting to realize that I am able to do me. Like if I want to smoke a joint, I can smoke a doobie.
Mm-hmm.
And if
You,
I wanted to take some cute photos, I can take a cute photo with it because I'm not going to let it define me being like, oh, that's Jessica Beckel, the stoner model. No, I'm able to model in all aspects. If I wanted to smoke, I can smoke for that crowd.
yeah. I
Like
mean,
the
yeah.
like the people that actually like pictures of the smoke. Like I know I do.
I
Like the
love.
way the smoke looks like on photos and stuff like that. Like I like that look, but I might not like it all the time because of the fact that I like creepy and pinup. That is
And
my go-to. Is
broken and creepy. I mean, I like pinup. Don't get me wrong, but you know, that's more your thing. That's not really my thing. It's more your thing. But creepy and smoking, mainly smoking, but you know, creepy too. But I
and
do it. You want to smoke a doobie in a picture? Smoke a doobie in that picture. You want to smoke two? You smoke those reefers. Dude.
but like the first pictures I've actually posted of me smoking was when we did our photo shoot,
Mm-hmm.
and I loved the way they came out. And it just it when I looked at it and I was just like, wow, that is one good collab. Smoking the pinup dress, the style, the vibes it gave off, because I try to do that Morticia Adams and Elvira mix with pinup. Like that's my
Yeah.
favorite go-to.
Yeah. I mean, it's cute. It's a vibe. It's you.
To be honest, anything dark, creepy, I mean, I'm in.
Exactly.
And how do you feel about, because it's going to be spooky season,
Hmm.
how do you feel about all of the costumes that are a little too overly short for people, like for kids that are just like
Oh, for
turning,
kids?
yeah, for
Oh,
like 13, 12-year-old girls? Like, how do you feel about their Halloween costumes? Because I know I went to Walmart and I seen an Alice in Wonderland dress
yeah.
for a 12 to 13-year-old girl, and it was like that much on her thigh.
So when it comes to when it comes to girls and women and how they dress, it is completely up to them. When it comes to girls though, like at a certain age, you know, and like younger and everything else, mm, um,
How
for the
do
right,
you feel about them over sexualizing the costumes for children that age? Because it feels like, to me, that it feels like it's broadcasting that perfect image, but hey, you can dress like this on Halloween and you can get away with it. But when
Halloween and
girls our age are dressing like that, we get called all sorts of names in the book.
all sorts of names. But I don't agree with little girls wearing skirts or dresses that sit right below their, you know,
Yeah.
whether it's mid thigh or what have you. I do not personally agree with it. I never dressed like that growing up. That was just me. And as it was, my father would never let me dress like that. And I understand why. And it's not to it's kind of like how teachers in school talk about covering your shoulders and everything else because people don't need to see that and all that. And I've heard people argue, well, they don't need to be looking, and I understand that, and I agree they don't need to be looking, but at the same time there are certain things that you should cover up. So it's a little on the fence with, that whole thing, but no, I don't think that little girls 13, 14, 15 should be wearing dresses that are that short, whether it's Halloween or not. And if you're wearing something that short, wear
leggings, anything.
What have you? You don't want you don't want to wear leggings or whatever under your dress. Wear some Spanx. I mean, literally wear some workout shorts. Wear something besides just out there. Because I'm not saying that it you guys figure.
Alrighty, it looks like we'll be ending the show, and I am glad that I was able to talk to Queen Stoner, and hopefully we'll be able to get more info and talk more. I know you are local, so we'll be able to talk way more and do more interviews and stuff like that. I know for the end of the show, we are going to be ending it with Teeth and Tones and My Asylum, and of course that Coriolis will be here next week in the morning with me. And we'll be doing an interview with her. And I hope you guys enjoy Teeth and Tones.
People ask me why I act this way, or why I rap this way, or why I act so strange, I don't know. Why I act this way, or why I rap this way, or why I act so strange, I don't know. I'm just in my own asylum, a place that is never silent in the darkness like I'm blinded, so just please stay away. You and I are not the same, you can look us in the face and know that teeth and toes have truly changed. It's not an act, I don't like that I'm this way, I stand in the back, yeah, certified sick case. Anxiety attacks in my heart, it's a fast pace. I'll race out the back and smoke a blunt till I don't peace. Self-medication on the daily just to get by. Circles on my face because I suffer when it's dark outside. I can't sleep, man, my brain's still racing. I got a problem, but my whole state says I'm not worth it. Yeah, my family thinks I'm angry, my homies think I'm pissed. I'm all alone all the time, so that don't make no sense. You don't take the time to see I'm undoing. You simply wait for the music and use it as an influence. I'm gonna lose it, and I don't wanna get it back. I just wanna be a better dad, but it's not a simple task. Always fighting with my past and the life I used to have. Now I'm holding on to nothing, simply hoping that it lasts. People ask me why I act this way, or why I rap this way, or why I act so strange, I don't know. Why I act this way, or why I rap this way, or why I act so strange, I don't know. I'm just in my own asylum, a place that is never silent in the darkness like I'm blinded, so just please stay away. You and I are not the same, you can look us in the face and know that teeth and toes have truly changed. Talk about it, your money, buddy, I'm not impressed. We live in day-to-day surviving, but we still in debt. I'm alive, but I'm not living like I wanna be, and all the little things are slowly creeping up, controlling me. I really hate this, I fake it and try to shake it, but the fact is that depression is something I have to live with. It's not easy to put on this fake smile. Take a second, I'm hoping that you can feel our shit now. Light another cigarette, I'm hoping that it kills my stress. My whole life's a test and I'm I'm just happy I ain't finished yet. The fall of the one, he holds me higher than high. He thinks I'm one of a kind. I see the world in his eyes, and I just want him to shine. So I continue to grind. Even when I lost my wife, I never let him see me cry. See, I'm a man of my word, I'll never leave you since birth. That's why I'm writing this verse, I hope you hear it and learn.
Lethal dose of the truth and that shit hurts. Last on the list, yeah, we never got picked first. Had to work just to make it, I'm misplaced. I misshaped my heart for a girl with a dark fate. I say I'm great, but that's fake from the first word. Cursed by an angel or a demon, I'm unsure. Is it real or just an illusion? The tricks that my brain plays are really confusing.
Lately I don't really feel like myself. I got a problem in this music, it's the only thing that helps. I'm always staying to myself. I truly hope you do not like me. Either way, I'm conquering new worlds like I'm a Viking. It's exciting to see what we are changing to be. No more wasted type of labels, got one hell of a team. We all wanting the same thing, we chasing the same dream. We coming and won't leave till you recognize the king's TNT. People ask me why I act this way, why I rap this way, why I act so strange, I don't know. Why I act this way, why I rap this way, why I act so strange, I don't know. I'm just in my own asylum, a place that is never silent. In the darkness like I'm blinded, so just please stay away. You and I are not the same. You can look us in the face and know that teeth and toes have truly changed. People ask me why I act this way, why I rap this way, why I act so strange, I don't know. Why I act this way, why I rap this way, why I act so strange, I don't know. I'm just in my own asylum, a place that is never silent. In the darkness like I'm blinded, so just please stay away. You and I are not the same. You can look us in